I'm constantly amazed by the scientific community that's sprouted around this industry. There are serious people doing serious work, and their results are really fascinating. I'm hoping that Rick and Monica get a chance to meet the McKernan brothers while they're at the conference.
I'm Brendan McKernan, CEO of Medicinal Genomics. Medicinal Genomics is a molecular tools company focused on improving the safety, transparency, and long-term sustainability of medicinal crops. My brother started the company back in 2011, sequencing the first cannabis genome, after he was approached by a few friends that were dealing with cancer at relatively young ages. And they began asking him if cannabinoids could actually help with cancer.
And I always knew cannabinoids probably helped with the nausea and the vomiting and pain, but I never really appreciated the fact that there's a lot of literature out there that shows they're anti-neoplastic, that they actually shrink tumors. So that stunned me when I saw that, because cannabinoids, there's really not a toxic dose of these things. And our whole career in dealing with sequencing tumors was debating whether some other toxic drug was going to be better for one patient or another. We never had the option of like non-toxic drug that we could use in cancer. That's kind of what got me to jump off that ship, and I guess some would say go crazy and go sequence the cannabis genome. No one was looking at that. There was a form of suppression, I'd say, on the scientific research being done on that plan that still exists today. It's not gotten a fair shake. And so I thought if we can bring some of the tools that we built through this journey of genomics into that field, we might be able to accelerate the world's acceptance of this thing.
I was a just say no kid, yes. Cannabis was not part of my life. In fact, unfortunately, I bit into mainstream media, and I grew up during the era of the Reagan administration, where they had the campaign against drugs. And, you know, Kevin had to open my eyes, and he had me read all the scientific literature, and I was blown away. And then over time, I began utilizing cannabis for a series of back-related issues and heart-related issues, and it's made a big difference in my life.
We need an alternative approach to monitor and assess medicines that come from plants and from nature that we know have safety profiles already. We do have a lot of stuff to clean up in the cannabis market, in that, you know, right now people are making a variety of different cannabinoids that you can make out of hemp because of some of the legal loopholes we have. So like Delta-8 is a cannabinoid. The risk with Delta-8 pens is that you don't really have any visibility on what the hell's happening there. The same thing's true with like THC acetate is another like compound that they can make out of CBD. That THC acetate is now known to create ketones when you heat it. Ketones are carcinogenic. We have this loophole that allows CBD from hemp to be made into all these alternate cannabinoids and sold in gas stations with no testing at all. And then you have the really responsible THC market and sometimes the CBD market putting everything through dispensaries getting heavily tested. And they're screaming bloody murder that these people can put things in gas stations and compete with them with no testing. And it's not fair.